guys, of course. Of course, I felt the need to put this right in the middle of spawn. For whatever reason. And what does it do? Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus. Yo! That's what it does. Oh, that's a lot of fun. And my screen is distorting like hell. Who needs fireworks? Fly around the whole spawn like this. Let's see if I can land on the salami. Yay! Hello everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Freedonia. And a bit late to get started recording on this one, but man, there are a lot to do and a lot to talk about. This isn't going to be a super fruitful episode because I've had a lot going on this week in terms of my other channel. Just getting caught up with work. We're gonna get some good stuff done. And what's the first thing I'm going to announce? Guys, I have been re-promoted to my moderator position that I lost 13 months ago. Back when my life was just in shambles and everything was just kind of coming at me from a million directions. But I'm back. I'm gonna be much better this time. I'm gonna do things smartly, properly. I'm not gonna be as reckless, whatever. I've gotten another chance to help out the server, and I don't want to waste it this time. So, what does that mean for videos? Nothing really. I have these filters right here, which filter out all the staff stuff, which means I'm good on that front. Although it did take me a while to get that up and working because the new tabby chat's a little bit of a pain in the butt. So, with that out of the way, what are we doing right now? Well, right now, I'm working on cleaning this out. And if you can't tell, I've already put in a good amount of work this week. Just chipping away at this. And it's exciting seeing it because it's over halfway done. In fact, I think some other people might have shown up and helped me out a little bit while I was gone. That or I'm just not remembering everything. So we're gonna just work on over all this over here, but what I think I'm gonna go do right now is see how the iron reef is looking. If there's enough iron for a new beacon, because I think I'm gonna put a second beacon up. I think we could really use it. And if there is, I'm going to go ahead and set that up, and if not, I'm gonna get my alt camped over there and hopefully get enough iron while I'm working on this, because I'm barely still in the range of that beacon. And actually, I suppose I just could move the thing, but well, actually, you know what? Screw it. That's a quad beacon. I'm just gonna move that into the center of the build. Yeah, let's just do things that way. And there we go. I had to go back to get materials in order to reactivate the beacons because I forgot I didn't have any extra minerals on me, but there we go. I was going to try and put it in the actual center, and then I realized, hey, that's not worth the effort right now, especially when I have an inventory full of crap, and this place isn't even flat yet, so I'm going to wait on that. But I am going to work on mining this up, and then this all looks like I got to fill it in, which, because I don't have any more end stones, is going to be a little bit of a headache, because the server kept deleting it. But I shall try my best. And then eventually, maybe not right away, but eventually I'm going to try and smooth the edges of this out too, just kind of terraform it a little bit. And kind of brings me back to when I was working on the archipelago. You know, just a little bit doing all that terraforming. I guess it gave me some practice. But I gotta get back to work. And you know what? I think that's some good progress for today. I mean, look. Next week this is gonna be done. And then we're going to start working on gathering the supplies we need for this build. Because, oh my god. I feel like we should work on getting everything first. And then we should start building. It's going to be interesting. I'll give it that. But I think we should go work on Project Moon a little bit. So, let's hop back over to Neighbor Luna. So actually, because I hate myself, apparently, I'm doing something else currently. With that in... Huh. that involves is something that I haven't shown off yet, I don't think. But once I explain, you'll understand why it requires a lot of slime balls. So right now, I have designated this slime room. Well, apparently slime room, I gotta fix that. And in the meantime, I'm going to collect as many slime balls as I can. And so here we are. I have everything except for this entire side, which I'm gonna have to rebuild because it just didn't generate right. But everything else, for the most part, has been drained. And I don't know how much more I'm gonna have to do as far as rebuilding or organizing the interior of this, because this place is a little bit of a maze, as they, are. But I'm hoping to eventually turn this place into a base, specifically a base along the lines of Aurora's Peak, but more of on the south side of the map, and probably serving a different function. Because I've always kind of wanted to have, I've always had my little bases, my little houses among all the different cities on the server. But as far as proper bases, I've never had one outside of Project Moon, and Aurora's Peak has definitely filled that role. But that was A, not really built by me, and B, is way on the west, kind of outskirts of everything. I'm sorry, the east side of the server, the outskirts of everything. This is more located into one of the south central expansions, which well, I guess I haven't drained everything yet. Which does expand me open to having, just it's a more centrally located and probably a better located build. Not to mention, there's a bridge that goes right next to it. Sal, any chance you can get your stuff back? Wait, did he kill you? By the way, everybody, SalC1. SalC1 there in the bottom left. He's online, and we don't know if he's making a video or not. Sal, you making a video? I might as well ask him. Because you know if he makes a video here, rip, and he's gone. Lol. If he makes a video here, yeah. This server better be ready. So, Moon has truly been interesting. Because I've gotten the help of Cluxroom, and the amount of work he has put in is asinine. And this was just from one day of his time. He has put in so many of the floors and done a lot of work. Just, it's glorious. And he might be helping out with Moon in the future, which is actually going to increase the productivity quite a substantial amount. So that does excite me for the future, and hopefully getting this project out, I mean, maybe even this year at this point. You may notice this below me, though, just this glass. And that's because while he was doing that, something I never noticed, but he certainly did, is that there's a Guardian spawn chunk, or well, several, a Guardian spawn box under Project Moon. Now, Project Moon is in some really old chunks, old enough that monuments won't spawn, unlike in some of the newer ones, but those spawn regions still will, and I have marked off this location, so you can kind of just see what's going on here, and their drop rates are just, not the drop rates, their spawn rates for some reason are almost kind of bugged right now, is you can start to see there's already a crap ton of them, and I've barely been here. And they just get more and more. Building this right here took forever, and draining it's going to take even more forever. But ideally, I'll be making a Guardian farm out of this, which is a huge win for Project Moon in my opinion. And currently it is taking a little bit of priority because I don't want all these Guardians lagging out the build while we're working here, building up the houses. And if I've learned one thing, that can be a real problem. So ideally, we'll have, I don't know, at least have it drained, and then we can work in peace. That's the hope. And with the help of a very, very familiar super godman, this has all been drained. And thankfully now, well, I got half the tunnel dug. I gotta figure out the center of this place first. And then I gotta start building the farm. More than likely right here, even if it's not center. Although I am going to be going through and terraforming the heck out of this place and turning it into a little garden or forest or something like that, more than likely. Maybe like a more 3D version of the garden trail, which is exciting. Let's get on that, shall we? So honestly, guys, this is one of the cool things. SalC1, he's not here making a video anymore. He's literally just on MCO to play. And that might be one of the chillest things I've ever seen. Like, oh, so that might be one of the chillest things I've ever seen. He's some YouTuber. I haven't seen that since Mines, the YouTuber Mines who came on. Like the one really, really good YouTuber who showed up on the server and just, was chill about everything. And he actually just played. He just chill played. And honestly, it's kind of humbling when you see him, it's humbling when you just see some YouTuber who's big, well-known, all that, to just come and, chill on MCO. Because honestly, that's what MCO is. It's kind of just like a chill part of history. 2B2T is like the crazy history of Minecraft. It is the historical version of chaos. And MCO is just kind of like, I mean, it's older, but it's just sitting here chilling and having its fun. So, yeah. It's just something that's here to stay. Doesn't really go anywhere. It's a good place to just chill out, and that's kind of what my channel's turned into at this point. Ever since like the major success of my other channel, this channel is kind of just built out of passion for the server, and also just because it's a really, chill way to make content and just have fun. It's really nice. Also, I am probably going to put SalC1 on the name of this video. Just, for shits and giggles. Because that's how YouTube works. Also, I'm not going to say that I don't like the face mask, but it wasn't on the original. If you can tell, we built the original way before COVID was a thing, so it's interesting though. He is making sure Freedonians follow regulations. Honestly, I'm kind of curious if I try to put a mask on my character. That'd be silly. And here we are weeks later, getting all these, finally starting to finish off this row of houses. Ooh. My goal is to get these done. And after this one, it'll only be, I believe, should only be these two left. First ring is done with detailing. Unfortunately, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We got a lot to do. Although, whilst I am here, I do have something to show off. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the fruits of my labor that took this was a pain to make. I'm not gonna lie. This was a pain. By the looks of it, it has been working, which is exciting. Even if it's not, not the fastest thing in the world. But this is what it looks like. It is all set. Eventually, I'm going to be building a entrance down here. I'm probably going to be putting some blue blocks so you're not, well, maybe. I don't know if I've decided if you want to be able to see down here or not. I actually might keep it like this, but I'm going to be heavily terraforming this area. Something I have done a little bit of already. And I'm basically going to be making a little garden area down here. Kind of like the garden room, or the garden trail, but like, big area. So I don't know how much terraforming I'm going to do, or what I'm going to do up here. More than likely, I'm going to flatten this down to like this level. And that'll just kind of be like a big circuit around the structure. This was a lot of work. And if you go down here, we're all blocked off because I'm currently, for, obvious reasons, but you can see that we're actually starting to get some things, which is exciting. Especially prismarine shards. So once the time comes, I should have plenty of time to go and be able to ideally put this whole thing together. My underwater base is currently not on the priority list, but it's on there. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this. This is where Purgatory is going to be going. I haven't gotten anybody to really start working on it yet, and honestly, it might just end up being something I'm still doing on my own. I just don't know yet, but if you haven't noticed, I've put quite a bit of work into terraforming already. I've done this over here, and then I've done all of this, which a lot of this I had to pull down. Now it's the main of, well, I mean, I gotta deal with this. This I have been working on. It's a lot to tear down, as you can see. Quite a fair bit, especially because this stuff doesn't mine that fast, and I'm mostly out of the beacon's range. Although it doesn't seem to be doing that right now. Purgatory is still high up on the list, but I'm also trying to get Project Moon on its way because I want to get it done this year, ideally. That kind of is the hopeful goal right now. And honestly, it's just, God, guys, it's so much work. 5 years. The 5-year anniversary is literally a month away. Man, this is awesome. And so, I almost get worried because this year was all about finishing up projects, and here I am making new ones. Granted, this was already kind of one on the list. Well, no, actually, this is one that came into fruition later. And I'm not going to spoil much of it because it's part of some big plans I have for next year, hoping that I get Project Moon done before then, because that will be a necessity, and on top of a few other things. And if not, I can at least make this a cool build. But in a snowy environment, and here's a little ice tundra straight east of Project Moon. I think will work very well. And this can be the opening area. I can already see it now. I'm literally not saying a word. I'm only just setting up this location. So I have it when I need it. I know a similar thing I did with the archipelago. It's just like, I know I'm going to be doing something here eventually. Like, and not even just like super late, like, like within the next few months. So better claim it while it's still available. Hopefully this counts. Hopefully. And that, everyone, is the end of this episode. This episode that is actually a combination of clips from over the course of 2 or 3 different weeks, because I needed some time off, and yeah. In retrospect, I'd say what's going on right now, should have waited a few weeks to take that time off. Some stuff's going on in my personal life. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hope you are enjoying. There's a lot going on right now. So currently the monument is going to be on hold. That is something that's kind of just there for the background, as is the other thing. So right now, priority is Project Moon. And of course, Purgatory. I just wanted to lay the foundation for those other things. And this right here was a nice little distraction. I did start doing a little bit of terraforming, if you can't tell, specifically right here, which obviously is still growing. But a lot of work to go get around this. So I am excited, and I hope you all are too. I will see you in the next video. Good luck, guys.